I'm a native of Rockland County, born in Nyack, so that's the first love. I credit the Nyack High School teachers that I had, Doris Newton, Arthur Knoll, Mrs. Lester, Miss Haynes, Robert Zenkier, etc. They motivated me to be interested in history.
My grandparents came here in the late 1800s. My father was born here. I was born here. My four sons, Michael, Barton, Paul, and David, were born here. Ruth and I went to school here, married, and have lived here all of our adult lives.
I think we're preserving a lot of things because we're proud of them. It's what made our country so great and diversified.
We owe future generations the knowledge of how, where, when, what happened, and how everything was before they were born. If we don't do that, history will have lost the beauty that we saw in the county. And beauty, I mentioned beauty, but in that I mean the fact that people were friendly with each other, that they knew each other, that families cared for each other. And that's all part of Rockland's history.
Secret there is I taught Spring Valley Junior High, and practically all the young people were from South Spring Valley, so I have the honor of knowing 17 or 18 of these young men that later became fire chiefs. The joy of not only giving back to your community, but the joy of meeting other people, people of different talents, different educational levels, people that have different interests, but you're all working together for a common goal, loving your neighbor, as the Bible says, protecting your community. It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
If we don't learn from our history, it will be very sad, and it's important for all of that to go on.
My three-generation business employed hundreds of local people, helped design and build the most notable buildings in Rockland County, as well as the rest of the Hudson Valley as it grew to a national and international company. We do have a vested interest and feel loyalty to the community.
Anyone who lives here has a responsibility to help. If we don't look at our history, we won't know what mistakes we made. I am very thrilled, and that's the word I'm going to use, with the publication South of the Mountains.
We have received many compliments and calls regarding the articles that appeared in South of the Mountains. Very good people who are involved with the publishing and editing of the South of the Mountains should feel very good about that, and we do thank them for that.
Thank God for the good principal, Mr. Rittershausen at Nyack High School, and Mr. McCalman, the superintendent of schools. They would allow us boys to leave if we had behaved ourselves in school. Every Friday afternoon we had to take around a piece of paper and get all the teachers to sign it. All our homework was in, we had behaved well, and we were qualified for the next week to answer alarms, whether running downhill from Nyack High School to the Central Fire Station or whether going out on the corner of Midland and Fifth Avenue if the fire was north in Upper Nyack or something. Those are all good, not only good deeds, but good memories that we have to carry us later in life when things get a little tougher.
And looking back, it was a very wonderful time.
Important for something to be static and to say, hey, wait, this is what went before. And I feel good about that.
People from Rockland County responded. My memory is I was driving a school bus in my retirement, and the word came out that we weren't to say anything to the children. Let the principals and the teachers say that. The next thing was county fire coordinator and the state mobilized people. And the Rockland County companies and firefighters, male and female, that would respond were to meet at the Stony Point Firehouse on Route 9W. Of course, that's just down the street from my present home. And as the senior chaplain of Rockland County, I stood out there in 9W and prayed for every person, every fire company, everybody involved as they went north to go over in a convoy under escort over the Bear Mountain Bridge and down into Westchester, where the Rockland County people were deployed to stand by in case they had to go into the Bronx, or because some of the Westchester volunteer fire companies and union professional firemen paid departments also went south into Manhattan and the Bronx that day. Yeah, it was quite a day, emotionally. But I think that, to me, that was one of my biggest honors in life. They trusted me enough as a senior lay chaplain, deacon, to pray for each company and everybody as they went north on 9W. Yep. And they all came back from Rockland County that evening or later that next day. They responded and were ready over there in Rockland County. So I always give a great deal of credit to those. They are my heroes, people I can always remember with joy. And that to me is part of the brotherhood that's in the fire service. Knowing the other people that are willing to give their time and love to help out their neighbors.